everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Magical Jill, and as you can tell, I'm in a car. I promise I'm not the one driving, I'm a passenger. So, kind of a weird video. I am like late to work and I haven't eaten anything, so we're on our way to get food and go to my job. But I really wanted to make this video because it was really upsetting and really important to me to be able to do, because the Freak Du Chic Draculaura actually came out today, and I want to just show you. So the retail price for it on Mattel Creations is $75, and I don't know if you guys can see this super well,
especially when I'm slamming on my brakes. Sorry, people were driving very silly.
But yeah, $169.99, $175, $250, $350 for Freak Du Chic Draculaura on eBay.
So it's worth mentioning this doll. I don't know if you have to turn that towards me or not, or if my hair's bad. You can just keep it on you if you want.
No, we'll just keep it on me.
But you're the prettier one.
Aww.
That doll also came out through San Diego Comic-Con,
yeah.
SDCC. So if you want to get those dolls, most of the people buying them at SDCC and at a lot of these places I've noticed are resellers, because they post on Twitter about how they got it and they're going to resell it for 3 times the price.
So basically those people got it today, or at least like whenever the con was.
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, and so they have it in hand, but everybody who bought it online is not going to get it till November.
That's what a lot of people were saying their shipping was, and some people at SDCC who get it are actually fans, which is cool, good for them. A lot of them are dicks who are...
Some of them are scalpers.
Buying them just to resell them. And what's funny to me about the whole thing I wanted to add here is that this is kind of a trend. It's not just a Mattel trend or Monster High trend. I talked about the McFarlane Toys Batmobile when we talked about this before. And a lot of these things are just getting really out of hand.
It's ridiculous. And I guess what really upsets me about it is I don't think they ever really made a Freak Du Chic Draculaura for that line ever, and so they finally did, and they obviously invented the Fang Club thing, which a lot of actual fans have, including me. So I don't understand why they put things like the Midnight Runway collection, or I'm pretty sure Ghoulia Yelps, on Fang Club exclusive, and then they didn't with Freak Du Chic Draculaura. It's kind of like they were just asking scalpers and bots to just buy them all up so that none of us real fans could get them. I don't really get it. It's very disappointing. It's a really bad look for Mattel. I feel like they made a really big mistake with this. Like, I feel like this is one of those things people will point back to and be like, hey, remember when Mattel did this?
Yeah,
you know?
Well, I think that the unfortunate thing is the whole point of the Fang Club, which was already a stupid solution, was, hey, if we make people pay a few dollars a year or whatever, then it's not like people will pay to have that for hundreds of bots. That was the whole point of it. And so
I think it was only a $10 payment once for the Fan Club.
So, okay, well, and the point was, well, they're not going to pay $100 just to have 10 bots, right?
Yeah.
Or they'd be less likely.
Yeah.
And then they don't release this that way, but it worked for all of those Midnight Runway things.
And I think maybe they were mad because the Midnight Runway things didn't sell out, but like if they'd have advertised them more and hadn't pissed off the fans previously with Haute Couture.
Well, that's the other problem, is that a lot of collectors have moved away from Monster High and from Mattel
because of this situation.
And also it's weird because Barbie, there's a surplus of Barbie.
Yeah.
Other than that car.
Yeah.
There is a surplus of Barbie stuff, so we know that Mattel can manufacture.
Yeah, other than the Corvette, which I got really lucky that it got in stock on Walmart. Like, you
for
can't,
Barbie the movie.
Yeah, you can't get that Corvette pretty much unless you get the RC version, which I do want. I want to review the RC version.
I just think the whole thing's really silly because this is very clearly, I mean, it's a twofold problem. First off, you have Mattel. They are purposely trying to make this into a brand that they are artificially making scarce.
Yeah.
A lot of silly drivers out today. Sorry about the stopping and going. But they're trying to drive artificial scarcity on it because they want Monster High to be a luxury brand.
I don't get it. It's ridiculous.
They want Monster High to be a brand where it's a fad.
But then they market it towards kids for G3.
For G3, yeah. But they want this to be the older, richer adults, not teenagers who grew up with them, not early adults. They want resellers.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
that's
they
what
don't want people like us who are like, almost 22 years old and still wearing our Laguna shirt.
They can't, well, because here's the thing with them. If it sells out, they don't care if the scalpers are stuck with them. What they care about is that it's sold out, because that makes it look like a big fad.
Yeah.
And then more scalpers are going to jump on it to buy it again next time, whether fans bought them or not, because they will see, oh, this sold out right away. I ought to just buy this because I'm going to make money off of it.
It's ridiculous. I want to say I'm sorry for the shaky camera. I'm just really upset about it because, you know, even though I am kind of broke, I'm still able to make enough money sometimes to be able to afford some of these dolls, even if I do have to sadly buy them off of eBay because I want to review them for my channel specifically. But there's a lot of people who just can't do that.
And there's a lot of dolls you pass over that are, you know, because you don't want to reward that kind of behavior.
Yeah, there's a lot of dolls I've had to pass over because of that. It's really sad and annoying. And you know what? It makes me upset because I used to be one of you guys, you know, one of those fans who didn't really have tons of money.
You still are. You don't have very much money. What are you talking about?
No, what I'm trying to say is, like, I used to be one of you guys who didn't really have tons of money and was kind of like a sparser doll collector, if that makes sense. Because back when I lived in Maine, I wasn't really able to collect very much or anything. But I'd see these things go on sale and I'd be like, wow, I wish I could have that. You know, and I guess it makes me sad that it's really outside of a lot of people's price range. A lot of people are really disappointed.
Okay, but can I say something really quick?
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is I don't understand why you're telling YouTube you used to be that person when your entire last paycheck was what it costs now to buy the Draculaura doll. You are still poor. You're still
I'm
broke.
still poor. I'm
All
just
of our
trying to
money-
say at least I had a paycheck.
All of our money comes from my job.
Yeah.
A tenth of it comes from yours. I'm not trying to be mean here. I'm just saying you are still that person. Most
I
fans,
know.
Most fans are that person. That's my problem with this, is that I don't want you to go on here and act like we have money, because
We don't.
And my problem with this whole thing is that at the end of the day, this is plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's supposed to be a fun decorative item. It's something that matters to people. A lot of people have nostalgia for it. And if they didn't, I wouldn't care. My problem with this is that it's people purposely preying off of the nostalgia and I guess I would say like the memories that people have of these dolls. Am I supposed to be in this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hi.
Hello, my hair's bad. It's people purposely preying off of those memories.
Yeah, I guess it just makes me sad too, because one of the things, now it's not these people's fault, but it makes me really mad that Mattel gives these dolls for free to really successful YouTubers who are already making bank off of YouTube, who could very much easily afford these dolls, especially at retail price.
And they get them a month ahead of time.
They get them a month ahead of time, so they get all the views, and they get them for free. Whereas I kind of feel like it would be more important and more special and more of a good marketing tactic, in my opinion, to at least give it to a couple of fans for free who aren't super famous.
So when you get famous, are you not going to want them for free?
I don't think they're going to give them to me for free, because I'm mean to them all the time.
You're not mean to them. They deserve some criticism. This stuff is so annoying.
Yeah, but if I don't suck them off every single minute of every single day, they're not going to give me anything for free. They're never going to sponsor me.
Well, what bothers me about all of this is, again, it's preying on nostalgia. The company knows what's going on. They don't care. At the end of the day, they get to sell out their item. It becomes a luxury item. Now, brands like this, if I name off these brands, Walmart, Target, you know what those aren't? Luxury items.
Yeah.
When I name off things like Calvin Klein, you know, Air Jordan, you
Versace.
know, Versace, Coach. I know those are all different tiers. When I name those off, what do you think? You think luxury, you think niche, you think
expensive.
Expensive, rich people have them. They want this to be that for their dolls. The same way that, MGA brought back Bratz and wanted it to be that. When they
sold it for like $40, $50.
But guess what? That doesn't work. At a certain point, people lose interest because they get tired of it, because to them, it's not about being Versace or being Coach. It's about fun. It's about, I connect with this character. It's about,
I can't afford this, so even though I love this, I'm not going to get it because I need to afford food.
Or what about like the Drac and Claudine shippers? You know what I mean? Like for them, when they see a Drac doll, they're like, I want this with my Claudine, because when I was a teenager and I found out I was bi, this character really connected with me. I cared about this character a lot. I want this character because she means something to me because she reminds me of me. Or
that's why they meant a lot to me too, because as a kid, I was always very different from everybody else, and Monster High made me feel like it was okay to be a different person, you know? And then I eventually found out, you know, that all of these other things about myself, and I was like, you know what? It's okay, because a lot of the Monster High characters are very weird too.
Well, yeah, and even characters like Ghoulia, where it's more of a character that's a little bit, whether she is canonically or not, connects with people who have autism. You know, when a Ghoulia doll comes out, there's a lot of people who are like, Ghoulia reminds me of me and reminds me that I can be me, and that's okay. But they don't get to connect with those characters. They don't get to enjoy those things in that way because of these assholes.
And because they get ruined for them, pretty much.
Who are constantly trying to ruin things for other people. And at the end of the day, I don't care if you resell something. There's a difference between reselling something that was $75 and now it's worth $100 and you're reselling it for $100 a year later. And there's a difference between that and I bought 30 of this $75 doll.
And now I'm going to sell them all the day of for $300. Yeah.
That is you're a dick.
It's ridiculous.
And it's also a very pathetic way to make your money. I think that there needs to be laws against this. I don't understand why there's no law against reselling stuff above MSRP, at least by a certain percentage within a month of doing it. Ticket scalping laws, at least in Minnesota, they were a thing forever. You know, and I think that they finally moved away from them because they're stupid.
I think we'll make like a little bit of a longer video, like a more full-length video on this at some point in the future. I know, I can tell. But I kind of have to sneeze, and I am late for work, and I'm really hungry. So I'm going to have to go.
Hello.
Are you going to say bye?
No, I came here to show them my bad hair day.
Thank you.
I had to sell my comb in order to afford a Draculaura, so that's why my hair is bad.
That makes sense.
So,
well, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope you like and subscribe. I have an awesome website called enchantedglamour.com, which is enchantedglamor.com.
You just made these. These are lilac, preserved lilac earrings. I thought were really cool.
These are lilacs. I dried them and then dipped them in resin. I think they're pretty cool.
They are pretty cool.
They're going to be on my website at some point soon. So
sorry for talking too much, Jill.
That's okay.
It makes me mad.
I know. It makes him very mad. I think that's why we're going to have to do another video on this at some point. I just kind of wanted to talk about it and see what you guys had to say about it too, because it was really important to me. And even though I'm really late for work today, like I really wanted to be able to put this up, you know?
So sorry, talk too much.
That's okay.
That's all right.
I shut up sometimes.
Sorry about that.
So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!